RingTV.com coverage from Dallas, Texas on the week of Canelo and Smith on your screen right there from South El Monte, California. 2012 Olympian, undefeated with a record of 21-0. Joseph Diaz Jr. coming in smooth. Hands wrapped. He's going to put on a workout. Bethel Durant, Doug Fisher, and Steve Kim. We are here inside the media center, and Joseph Diaz Jr. quickly rising through the ranks of the lightweight division, or featherweight division. And this is his last fight at the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino, where they told him, if you come out unscathed, we could possibly get you on the Canelo undercard. Well, he ended it in the second against Victor Proa, a tough veteran Mexican.
Beto, we were on the call for this fight for the HBO International, and I thought he did what he was supposed to. If you are a young, rising contender facing a guy at this level, again, it's not if you win, it's how you win, and he definitively hammered Proa into submission early on.
One thing I noticed in that fight, and I was watching the stream, great job as always, guys.
On ringtv.com?
Yes, at the time it was ringtvlive.com, but now you see these things on ringtv.com. One thing that stood out to me was his physical presence. He looks filled out. His muscle is there. He's, as they say in boxing, he's grown into his man strength at 23, 24 years old. And the power. There was more snap and a lot more force on the end of his punches than last year.
Thanks to everybody watching on ringtv.com all over the United States. Make sure you get the pay-per-view Saturday. For you cord cutters, get it on your phone, your iPad, your computer. Go to goldenboyppv.com. They will take care of you. And thanks to Veronica, who's supposed to be working on people's mortgages right now, but she's from South El Monte. She wants to see Joseph Diaz Jr. work out right now. Cool feature. Every single day of coverage will be brought to you here on Ring TV. Go to the YouTube page, go to the Facebook page, and they will have everything for you. Tomorrow, Canelo Alvarez makes his grand arrival to Dallas, Texas. The undercard fighters, the youngsters, Hector Tanajara, Joshua Franco, Virgil Ortiz, and others will also be doing the same thing. On Thursday, we will have the final press conference. That'll be at AT&T Stadium. Canelo and Smith final press conference. That'll be available for you on ringtv.com, the Facebook page of Golden Boy Boxing, and also with HBO's YouTube page. And it'll be live Friday, the weigh-ins from AT&T Stadium. It'll be a very cool event, open to the public. So if you're in the Dallas area, everything this week is open to the public. A great chance to get that selfie in there with some of your favorite fighters. Joseph Diaz Jr., trained by his father, Joseph Sr., started boxing because the kid at school was messing with him in elementary. The dad took him to the gym to see if he could possibly learn something, how to protect himself. Now he goes to the Olympics. Now he's making his pay-per-view debut. Also on the pay-per-view Saturday, taking on Gabriel Rosado, New York's own Willie Monroe Jr. Just got done with his workout. He's trying to breathe right now because it's a little warm inside the media center. Willie the Monroe Jr. All right, okay. So I was doing my research, man. Right? You know, it's what broadcasters do research.
Yeah, that's what's up.
How many nicknames you got, man?
I mean, El Mongoose was just the one I had. I don't know what anybody else. What did everybody else?
He's thinking of the worm. He's thinking of your relative.
Oh,
he's thinking of your great uncle.
Okay, that was your uncle.
That was my great uncle.
The Body Rock.
That was my dad.
That's your dad.
Yeah.
See, people need. Okay, look for you media members. When you guys are writing a story, put senior and junior after these names. Attention to details right now.
Yeah.
Willie.
El Mongoose.
El Mongoose.
Yeah.
Why El?
Because my
Speak Spanish now?
Cuban descent.
See, my grandfather. Even my Uncle Willie, I mean, they didn't talk much about it back then, but they're Afro-Cuban descent.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that's where our boxing comes from. See, my uncle was, because he fought out of Philly, everybody thought he was they were born in Florida. Everybody, once they became of age, migrated north. Some of us are in New York, some are in Philadelphia, some are in, Niagara Falls, like the Canadian side. But Western New York, on up through Philadelphia and New York is where my family migrated.
So your dad's side, El Cubano. All right, yeah, don't worry. There's no Spanish test here.
Okay, cool.
All right. We'll get the bilingual test.
I've been working on it because my coach is Mexican, so he tells me everything in Spanish.
All right, hold on. You got Cuban roots,
right?
And you got a Mexican coach, and you're fighting from New York, and then your dad's got a Philadelphia roots. So what kind of fighter are you, bro?
A little bit of everything.
Todo.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of everything in your style. You're very versatile. You can box on the inside, as you showed against Triple G. You can stick and move, which you're very comfortable in doing. My question for you is, after the Golovkin fight, you were out for a long time.
Right.
And you came back earlier this year against John Thompson.
Yep.
You looked really good. How important was that fight as far as, I mean, how did you feel as far as shaking off rust from inactivity?
It was definitely a little pressure because you're like, man, I haven't been in the ring in 13 months. And I wasn't out of the ring due to boxing stuff. I was out of the ring due to, like, the business of boxing.
Right.
You know, we all know that's got caught up a lot of fighters. But I'm thankful that I'm out of that. And I mean, it was a little pressure, but, I mean, we went in there and did our thing.
How did you feel, though?
I felt good. I felt good. You know, the thing about me is I live in the gym. I have, you know, only bad habit I have outside of the ring is probably cookies and pies. You know, I don't, you know, I
It's
don't
not a bad habit, bro.
Right.
Oh, wait, for a fighter it is. Okay,
Right.
sorry, for the,
You know,
the media guys, we love it.
But that's as worse as it gets for me. You know, that's as bad as it gets. You know, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I live in the gym.
You've had some adversity in your career where you've been dropped by people.
Yeah.
Not inside the ring, outside of it.
Yeah.
You had to grow up quickly in the sport. You quickly learn the business side of it. You're a mature fighter. Gabriel Rosado also has had some ups and downs in his career, as these guys are calling it. It's a crossroads fight because the guy who loses doesn't fight on pay-per-view much longer, if that ever again.
Right.
It's a big opportunity for you Saturday.
All I can do is go in there and do what I do, you know, and work hard. I don't like to look at it as a crossroads fight for me because, I have 2 losses, and one of them is I have a split decision loss and a loss to the greatest middleweight as of right now. So, I mean, I can easily bounce back. But I'm not even focused on losing or making this a crossroads fight. I'm looking forward to going in there and doing what I'm supposed to do, which is be the full mongoose. You know,
Why the Mongoose? Where does that nickname come from?
The mongoose came from a family member. Sammy Torres gave me that name. He just saw my style and the way I make guys miss and the way I counter and how I could be right in range, but you still can't hit me. So, I mean, if you ever watch the mongoose take down a cobra, you know, I mean, that's how they do. They stay right in range, and they dance around, do a little pretty dance. People call it showboating. I call it strategy. I like to have a little fun in there, you know.
It's crafty, but it's aggressive.
Yeah.
That's a mongoose. So I just wanted to ask, you know, you're both veterans,
Right.
you and Rosado. How do you beat Rosado? Like, given what Rosado's style is, and I don't know how you yourself would define it, but what's the key to beating somebody with that kind of experience?
And don't worry, he's not watching.
That's okay. You know, I mean, the training camp is done, so it doesn't matter. You just have to be smart. Just like any other fight, you have to be smart. You know what I mean? Whatever a guy brings to the table that he does, you have to be able to adjust on the fly. You know what I mean? And execute on the fly. Not only to adjust, but execute. You know what I mean? And use what he thinks he does best and things that he thinks he's going to do to his disadvantage.
So you figure it out when you're in there. You're not going in there thinking, well, I got to box him or I got to fight him. It's,
I mean,
you
you
got
got
to
to think
figure it
about
out.
it. I went in there thinking maybe I should box Golovkin. And then after I got dropped, I said, well, maybe I should fight him. You know what I
Well,
mean?
what's the
So-
line? Everybody has a plan until they're
get
punched.
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, I just turned into, that's when I really turned into the Mongoose. Like, all right, I got to get
Okay, you mentioned the Golovkin. When you are in that ring, because obviously everybody's thinking Canelo and Smith and then the Golovkin and everything else
Right.
out there. But when you're in that ring, how different is it from anything you prepare for it when you're facing Triple G?
It's very different. You know what I mean? He's very awkward. He's skillfully awkward. You know, he shoots punches at weird angles. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can duck a 1-2, you can duck a hook, but when a hook comes and then it comes down on top of your head, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't train for this. You know what I mean? Or a looping punch comes and hits you behind the ear, or you get hit on the kidneys or on the hips. You're like, wait a minute, this is different. You know? So, but I mean, like I said, he's skillfully awkward and he knows how to use what he does best. He's not a very athletic fighter. You know what I mean? He's not very, like, you know, make you miss. You know, like, he's more of a walk you down type, bang you out fighter, so he knows how to use that to the best of his ability to win fights. And I think that's what all fighters should focus on. Don't focus on what they do best. Focus on what I do best and making them have to deal with it.
Willie Monroe Jr. takes on Gabriel Rosado Saturday. Go to goldenboypayperview.com to get it. If you don't have a TV, a cable, perfect. Get it on your phone, iPad, goldenboyppv.com. That's what you need to use. All the footage from throughout this week. Let your people know. Golden Boy's YouTube page, Golden Boy's Facebook, the Snapchat, the Instagram, the Golden Boy Media and Entertainment social media department is going to hook Willie Monroe Jr. up. What's your social right now? Your Instagram?
My Instagram is Willie_Alamongoose_Monroe Jr.
Man. All right, we'll,
if you just put in Willie Monroe Jr. on all of my social medias,
all right, there you go. A lot of underscores on there. We're going to fix that, man.
I had to stop people from stalking me. You know?
Man. You're a fighter. There it is. Willie Monroe Jr., good luck to you. All right, you're Espanol. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
¿Listo?
See?
¿Listo?
See, I feel good. Yeah, I feel
There
good.
you
I feel
go.
ready.
All right, Saturday pay-per-view. Willie Monroe Jr., he takes on Gabriel Rosado. on the pay-per-view at AT&T Stadium. You see Joseph Diaz Jr. in the background working with his trainer and father right now. That'll be the fight before Willie El Mongoose takes on Gabriel Rosado. And Willie, good luck to you. I know there's a bunch of media waiting for you right now, man. Suerte. We'll see you all week long, man.
God bless.
Thanks for talking to us.
God bless.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to go and find some signature on YouTube, right?
Oh.
Hey, they give us notes right here.
Oh, man.
Wait, signature, if the spelling is correct because it's
Yeah.
terms sing and nature. Opened up for Trey Songz, T-Pain. Well, I mean, we do research here at Golden Boy.
Actually, my brother that was in my group, he's here, so.
I mean, you got the music bars on your tab?
Yeah, I graduated from Performing Arts School for vocal music and piano, so.
So if whoever is doing the national anthem falls out, either you or your buddy?
There you
I got
go.
it.
All right.
We'll just
I got
drop the mic. You don't
Yeah.
have to hold it.
I got it.
As el mariachi and Mexicanísimo is getting loud. You want to play some mariachi too? We got you there. You
What's
want
that?
mariachi? You want to get in?
Nah.
No. Oh, you're Cuban.
I'm a salsa type of guy.
Salsa,
Man.
yeah.
It's still cool, though.
We'll go some bachata or some reggaeton.
Right.
Here you go.
Cool.
Willie Monroe Jr. The mariachi is getting going right now. Joseph Diaz in the ring. He is taking on Andrew Cancio. And go to goldenboyppv.com for everything Saturday related. That
A
is
lot
his
of folks
father.
asking about that on Twitter. I got Big Nas 1999. Hey Dougie, is there going to be an online stream we can purchase of the CANELO card this weekend?
Oh.
Yes, Big Nas 1999. You want to go to Golden Boy PPV or goldenboypayperview.com, and then if you get that stream, you get the commentary of Hall of Famers Larry Merchant and Colonel Bob Sheridan.
The Colonel Bob Sheridan, who's seen, 10,000 fights?
Yes,
My-
more than anybody. More than anybody.
I think he did Kane versus Abel. I think he did the undercard for that one, too. That's bad. That's bad. Wow.
When you have to translate your joke.
Should we go to break now?
No. You can go take a break. Doug and I, we're getting going, baby. The tea is kicking in. The coffee is going. Joseph Diaz Jr. from South El Monte, Southern California. Joseph Diaz Jr. sat down with the Ring TV cameras. As always, this kid, very eloquent, very intelligent, and very thoughtful in his words.
I know that my opponent, Andrew Cancio, he fought the same opponent as mine, Rene Alvarado. I went the decision with him, but Andrew Cancio knocked out the opponent. Style makes fights. Andrew Cancio, he's a very aggressive fighter. I'm more of a counterpuncher and likes to move around and create angles and get the victory and, land punches and try not to get hit.
I know what JoJo brings. He knows that it's going to be a rough and tough fight, and I think that with the experience that I have, we'll be able to get the W.
And there you see El Mexicanísimo show from Fort Worth, Texas. It's a family group. That's one of the sons going off right now at the the Gaylord Texan Resort inside the Media Center is where we are right now. About 20 minutes north of Dallas, Texas. The headquarters for everything Canelo and Smith. There you see Joseph Diaz Jr. with tattoo inside the ring.
Diaz Jr., he will be live on HBO pay-per-view taking on Andrew Cancio. Jojo, it's Puerto Rico versus Mexico. A Chicano kid from El South El Monte representing the Raza. You know that we got to go hard. How hard do we go Saturday night?
Oh, we go full throttle, man. I know I'm fighting a tough competitor, Andrew Cancio, but we're ready for whatever he brings to the table, and we're ready to bring that W and put on a great fight for all the fight fans here in Dallas.
Joseph, you've had some great fights, and you're tearing up the boxing world right now, in my eyes, not just as a boxing fan, a boxing analyst watching the breakdown of boxing. I see so much potential, star written all over you, man. Andrew Cancio, is this your biggest fight yet? Like mentally watching him, his style, his aggression?
Yes, it is the biggest fight to date. Andrew Concio is the toughest opponent to date, that's for sure. He's strong, he keeps on coming, he puts a lot of pressure, and he throws a lot of shots. So we trained very hard for this fight, and we know what it is to be in such a big stage. So I think that that's going to be a big factor inside the fight, because I don't think Andrew Concio has ever been in a big stage such as this magnitude. And I just feel like I'm going to just go in there and do what I do best, and adjust to his style and come out victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, live this Saturday, HBO pay-per-view, 2012 U.S. Olympian and undefeated superstar right now. Make some noise for Joseph Jojo Diaz Jr.
Joseph Diaz Jr., undefeated, 21-0, 12 KOs, making his way over to our desk. Make sure you send us your tweets, your Instagram.